Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video in Azure Data Factory playlist. So today we are going to learn about what is execute pipeline activity in Azure Data Factory. So we are going to see a live demonstration based on the execute pipeline activity, and we are going to see the benefits of execute pipeline activity in Azure Data Factory. So let me explain what is execute pipeline activity in Azure Data Factory. So with the help of this activity, you can able to trigger a pipeline from your main pipeline. So you can call any number of pipelines with the help of execute pipeline activity in your main pipeline. Will enables you to handle complex workflows, and you can just configure your pipeline with parameter and use this execute activity to rerunnable pipelines. So how it works? So let me get into that. So you can just use this execute pipeline activity, which can call your pipeline into your main pipeline. So you can just pass the parameters for your sub pipelines from your main pipeline to invoke the tasks in a sequence manner. So you can orchestrate any dependent or independent workflows with this help of execute pipeline activity. So there are some of the benefits of using this activity. So modularization, so you can just break down the complex tasks into manageable sub pipelines. So you can just invoke those sub pipelines after the execution of one another. So it is easy to handle errors. So as we have break down all the complex activities into sub pipelines, it is easy to manage and debug the pipeline. So it will improve your workflow control. So as you have placed all those pipelines in a sequence manner, can handle one after one execution of the activities very efficiently, and we have the efficiency. So we can create sub pipelines which can be used in any number of pipelines using this execute pipeline activity. So it will allows you to reduce the number of pipelines that you are going to create for your orchestration. So this activity is very much helpful for your orchestration. So let me walk through the use case that we are going to perform. So in our previous video, we have already created a pipeline using parameters, so which can be used as a dynamic pipeline for you. So continuing with this, we are going to use the same pipeline in this scenario. So first thing, we have loaded a CSV file from a table in our previous video. We are going to delete that file, and once we have deleted that file, we are going to copy the same file into the blob storage by invoking the pipeline which we have created in our previous video from the main pipeline using the execute pipeline activity. So let us get into the Azure Data Factory to start the live demonstration so you can understand this scenario better. So you can just get into the Azure portal. So you can just type a portal.azure.com, and you can just land into the Azure portal. So in this you can just search for data factories, and you can select the particular data factory that you are going to work. You can just click on launch studio. We are under the Azure Data Factory portal. So inside this you can just get back to the author tab. Under the pipelines, inside this general folder, I'm going to create a new pipeline. So let me name this pipeline as pipeline execute pip demo. So first we need to delete the existing file from the blob storage. For this, let me just get into the general. You can find the delete activity which we have already seen in our previous videos. So this delete activity is helpful for you to delete the files available inside your blob storage. Let me name this as delete existing file. So here we need to provide the source configuration. So we, I'm not going to create a new dataset. So we have already created a dataset in our previous video, which is the sales LP product CSV. So let me select this. You can just open this and see under the sample container. Under the output directory, we have stored the product.csv, which we have loaded in our previous video. So I am going to just delete the file. So under the logging settings, let me just disable the login. So once the file has been deleted, I need to load the data again back to the blob storage. So I'm not going to create a new pipeline or a new activity. So I'm going to make use of the parameterized pipeline that we have created in our previous video. So with the help of calling this pipeline, I'm going to load the data again back to the blob storage. So after this delete activity, I'm going to add the execute pipeline activity. So you can just search and drag and drop it to the canvas. So once you have added the execute pipeline, I need to perform this execution of the pipeline after the successful deletion of the file. So we already know that the on skip will skip the next activity, and the successful only execute the next activity if the previous activity is successful, and the on fail will execute the activity if the previous activity is failure, and the on completion will execute the activity regardless of the successful or failure of the existing activity. So I need to perform only after the deletion of the file. So I have connected with the green line. So inside this execute pipeline activity, I'm going to name this as execute pipeline to load data. So under the settings, you can just select the pipeline available inside your Azure Data Factory. So let me search pipeline parameter demo. So let me just click on this. So as we have created the pipeline with parameters, so it asked me to pass the parameters for the pipeline. So here let me pass the database name, schema name, and the table name. So you can just simply type the database name and the schema name and the table name. You can also create parameters in this main pipeline and pass it to the sub pipeline during the runtime. So now we can just click on validate. So there is no validation error. So let me just debug this pipeline now. So now the pipeline is currently in progress. So the delete activity has been completed. So you can see the output that the product.csv file has been deleted. And let's just wait for the pipeline has to be completed. So now the execute pipeline activity has also been completed. So you can just see the activity run for the sub pipelines using the output. You can just click on this value. So this will shows you the output of the sub pipeline. So here we can just see we have read one table and stored as a file in our blob storage. So you can just navigate to the Azure portal. Let me go to the ADF Gento account. Under the containers, say the sample container, output directory, you can see I have only one product.csv available. So we have just performed a delete operation to delete the products.csv, and then we have triggered a sub pipeline from this main pipeline to copy the data back into the AWS Gento account. So you can just use multiple execute pipeline activities to call your sub pipelines in your main pipeline to orchestrate your data migration. So I hope you have understood how you can able to use the execute pipeline activity to perform data integration. So please share this with your friends and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.